Hey, it's Joe Amoia, the Smarter Dating Guy, with today's Smarter Dating Tip of the Week. Today I want to talk about something. I've touched on it in the past. I've even blogged on it once or twice before. But it's one of those topics that's so vital and it's so important to women in dating that we want to discuss it again. And that is, when should you sleep with a guy? I've heard things across the board. 5 dates, 2 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, not till he puts a ring on your finger, not until you're married. And it's one of those things where the reality is there is no one rule that works for everyone, but there's a general parameter and guideline that I really recommend that you follow. And that is this: do not sleep with a guy until you are emotionally ready to sleep with him. Let me explain a little about what I mean. Very often, women will sleep with a guy hoping that they'll like them more, or it'll mean something more, that if they sleep together, it'll take the relationship to different heights. And as a result of a woman doing that, her emotions just get taken to a much higher level. She becomes much more emotionally attached. And you can understand that. As a woman, you are literally giving your body to a man. And so for many women, when they do this, it just heightens their feelings and their emotions. And as a result, it makes it much more harder and more difficult to see things more clearly. Where to men, I'm not saying that it's not an emotional experience for men, but men don't look at it the same way. To men, it's just another piece of the puzzle. If you think of a relationship like a pizza pie, being attracted to someone and being sexually compatible and having sexual chemistry are just two pieces of the puzzle to men. Now, granted, for some men, they're big pieces of the puzzle. But the reality is, if you're going to be in a relationship with someone, those are just two things that need to be there. There are other things that need to be there. Because you can look at some of the most successful and attractive couples in the world. They may be physically attracted, they may have great sexual chemistry, but if their lives aren't compatible outside of the bedroom, that relationship ultimately isn't going to last. So if you're going to sleep with a guy, make sure you are emotionally ready. Make sure you get to know that guy. Make sure you see that you're on the same page and that you're headed in the same direction. And if you can go in with that approach, you're going to make it much easier on yourself. And one of the ways you can know if you're ready is to ask yourself this question: if I were to sleep with him and he left and he walked away a couple of days later, would you be emotionally ready to handle that? Or would you look at with regret, frustration, anger, either towards him or yourself for giving it up too soon? If you can get to the place where you can say, you know what, I'm ready to do this, and if he walks away, I can live with that, I can deal with that, then you're emotionally ready to go ahead. If, however, you ask yourself that same question and you say that, you know what, no, I'd really be hurt, or you know what, I'd be real pissed at him, or I'd be real angry if he left after me giving myself up, then you know what, you're not emotionally ready. And so it's my recommendation is that you wait a little bit longer until you get to that place. So I think this is, again, a very, very vital subject. It's something that we'll probably have to talk about again down the road. But it's real important that you understand is that if you are going to sleep with a man, just make sure you are ready emotionally. So I hope this helps. As always, I'd love to hear your feedback, especially on this topic, because I know there are a lot of other women out there who are talking or have questions of their own. But also, give your feedback, share your experiences. Have you slept with a guy? What did you learn? Did you turn around and, set certain parameters in your life now, certain guidelines where you now wait, 3 weeks, 5 dates, whatever it is. And if that's working for you, please share that with your other sisters in Smarter Dating. So I hope this helps. I'm off to a seminar. We won't be sending out a blog this week, and I'll see you again next week. God bless.